What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Subscribe if you're new and smash thumbs up button. Okay, we are at the veterinarian because dude is having some like ear issues, but it's like curbside at the moment, so I can't be in there with him. So we're out of the car and here we are. And I figured I'd just start this video with a chat about the home. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at my previous one. And I want to kind of give you an update and where we are with the whole situation. So basically, I fell in love with that house. It was listed at $550,000. I negotiated them down to $500,000 and they accepted our offer. So I was like, oh my God, it's ours. This is my home. This is gonna be my future home. And I was super stoked with this one because it was so unique and it was on the corner and I had the pool in the yard and I was on the lake and had the great big driveway. And then I knew that I could invest money into the home and renovate the inside and make it modern and make it exactly what I wanted, right? And I had a budget of $150,000 for the renovation, which is, I think, enough money to do everything that I wanted to do, right? Maybe make a couple sacrifices here and there, but $150,000 would have transformed that home into this like something so cool. And I loved it. Like I loved the home. So we started getting the inspections. Termite inspection passed, home inspection passed. The foundation of the house is great. A couple of the appliances didn't work that they said were included, but we were gonna gut everything anyway. Like one of the tubs like leaked, but like we're replacing all that anyway. But the issue came in when we got the roof inspection, and it failed a couple tests that they did. They basically said that a lot of the shingles that are on the roof had been replaced and improperly put. They failed like a brittle test. They like test the like durability of the shingles and it failed that. There's a couple places where like the corners where they're supposed to have this thing called a flash where it would like divert water. They weren't there. So then the water was going in and there's a couple leaks in like the pantry and whatnot. And there was a little bit of hail damage on the roof, which just means like some dents and some marks on the roof where obviously a hailstorm has damaged the roof. And he's basically like, you could fix a lot of this stuff, but you're going to spend X amount of money. And then no matter what, in like 3 to 5 years, this roof needs to be replaced just due to the age of it. So I was like, well, I don't want to like take on that. That's like probably a $20,000 or $30,000 roof replacement because of how big it is. So we were like, okay, let's see if the homeowner can use their deductible with insurance because of all the hail damage and everything. And if they can replace this roof, I'll buy the house. And they didn't go for it. They're like, they tried to say that because we came down so much from the price, that should justify that we should be able to fix everything we want. I'm like, the negotiation price is not the same as the after inspection negotiation price, Becky. So we could not come to an agreement and I had to draw the line somewhere. Like if one side of me was like, just pay the, just get the roof replaced, Max, $20,000, $30,000, dude, their house is gonna be so sick, it's gonna be yours, man, But I decided to draw the line. If I'm already putting 150, then it would be like another 20 or 30. And then when something else pops up and I was already gonna have to go above my budget, like you have to draw the line somewhere. And I was like, maybe this is a sign from the gods that this was not either the house I was supposed to buy or not the right time. And I'm pretty bummed because I really did love the house. Like it was just so unique and I knew that I could transform the inside to be what I wanted. So who knows, maybe in like a month or two, we go back, no one's made an offer and we're like, now we want the house for $450. Huh? And you're going to replace the roof. Yeah, so it really sucks. And now I have nowhere to live in like 6 months because I was going to live there by myself, by the way. Joe was not going to live with me. Yeah, so now, and the first house we saw in that video, someone rented that out. So now I either become Lord of the Bugs and stay where I'm at, or I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to live in like 6 months. I don't know. I'm pretty bummed. I really thought like that was going to be my house. Like I was like, this is it. This is it. Dude, this is our home. But, as Drake would say, it is what it is. It's okay. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Okay, so with the whole house thing going on and not getting the home, I'm not in the biggest mood to like get really creative with this video. So I'm just gonna sit down and do a little Q&A. I was working on the Jeep a little bit. That's why we're out here. Dude is not dead also. By the way, he had a little ear infection, but he's all good. We got some medicine. I also got one more update about the house is that they don't want to replace the roof, but now they're asking what do they need to come down to for me to accept the house as is. And I don't know. I think it's just a sign that like you know, I kind of jumped the gun on the home already. Like I saw it and then put an offer in it that same night or the next night. So maybe it's a sign and we just kind of hold off right now. And, you know, if it's still in the market in like a month or so, I can come back and maybe I can get the house for even cheaper, replace the roof, and come out on top, you know. Leave your comments down below about your thoughts on that situation. But I really like that house. Like I really, really like it. I was looking at some other ones and everything's just so, I don't know. It's kind of like if you break up with a girlfriend, right? There's always going to be another girl, okay? There's always going to be a girl like, oh my God, I can never have what I had with her. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I'll never find someone as attractive as her. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. That's the same thing about the house, right? It's like, I'll never find anything as cool. Yes, you will, Max. It's a sign. You got to believe in the signs, okay? So we're just going to do a Q&A. If you didn't see this on my Instagram, it's because you don't follow me. Follow me on Instagram. Marley Rob, are you single? Yes, I am single. My last serious girlfriend was like 6 years ago, and then I had, you know, a little thing for X amount of time that didn't really work out. So I have not really had a full-on serious relationship in a very long time, and I feel like the longer that I go not having a girlfriend, like the harder it is for me to get a girlfriend, because then I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, what are you supposed to say to them? What are you supposed to like do when? What are you supposed to do? You know, I don't know how to do that anymore. But yeah, no, I am single. KR Pepper, does it bother you when people say hi and take a picture of you when you're working out? I love when people come up to me. I'm probably like more serious faced in the gym, and people may think I'm like not approachable, but I'm like a super approachable guy. That also goes to girls at bars. Haha. But the only thing that, I don't say it irritates me, but I guess it's kind of, I don't even know if it's inconsiderate would be the word I'm looking for, but sometimes people like, they kind of rush up to me without letting me kind of breathe a little bit. Like sometimes I'll like literally finish a deadlift. I'll be like, a super hard set, right? Because I lift super heavy, you know? And I'm like, as soon as I slam it down and unlift the belt, that's when they're like, hey Max, like, hey, like, I'm a big fan, like, can I take a photo? And I'm like, literally like trying to catch my breath from the set that I finished 5 seconds ago. And in my head, I'm just like wait till I'm like resting, or I'll be like loading plates on the thing, and like people come up, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm never like, hey, give me a minute, you know? I'm still very, very friendly. So if you do see me, just maybe wait till I'm like kind of chilling. You know, I'm chilling for a little bit, because I'm lifting so much weight, guys. I need to catch my breath. I want to give you the best experience possible, and I can't do that when I've just lifted the world. You know. Bruin Stutchberry, invest in the stock market. I have some money in, I guess like ETFs and like mutual funds and stuff through my IRAs, but I do not personally invest in the stock market. There's a million times where I've seen stocks really low, and then I'm like, I should have bought because now they're really high, and that's what you want to do. And I see a bunch of people making money from the stock market, and everyone's like, oh, you should have done this, should have done this. You can make money with everything, but it's what interests you. Like investing in the stock market, it doesn't interest me to learn how to invest in the stock market. You know, I could say, you can make a lot of money starting a candy company. You can make a lot of money starting a clothing company. You can make a lot of money starting a YouTube video. That doesn't mean like everyone should do that thing because that thing makes a lot of money. You can make money in everything. Do what you enjoy, right? I don't enjoy stocks, so I don't put money in the stock market. You know, that's. Eventually, maybe I will. I want to pay someone to just invest in the stock market because I don't know and I don't care about it. J Belkey's 10. What's your favorite drink besides a mango margarita? I love everything frozen. If in a perfect world, I would drink frozen cocktails 24/7, all day, every day, while I'm sleeping. I love frozen drinks, strawberry daiquiris, pina coladas. I do love like mojitos. My favorite drink that's just like a regular drink would be like a Moscow Mule. I get Moscow Mule every single place I go. That is ginger beer, which is non-alcoholic. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's ginger beer, vodka, and lime juice. It's super, super simple, and it tastes really good. You can make like a makeshift one and just put ginger ale. Ginger ale, vodka, lime. It's basically the same thing. Moscow Mules are my favorite. Nicole English. What's next for Ever Forward? Well, we have a lot. Right now, Ever Forward is kind of taken, it's kind of on pause at the moment because like I don't have, like, I would love if you guys want anything, you know, and you ever want clothing, always go check out the link and you can see if we have anything. But like, our stock is so limited, and because of this whole thing that's going on, a lot of my shipments have been delayed, and because everything was delayed, you can't really sample and you can't really anticipate what the next launch is going to be because you can't see how the first launch is going to be. So this year, I mean, it's weird for everyone, but for EF especially, it's a very just off year. But we do have some very exciting launches coming in the spring and the summer. In the next coming up months, we have a whole slew of new items for girls, for guys, completely new types of items. We are going to have a retail store at Alpha Land. I know that was a bunch of other questions. And yeah, so EF is like in a weird place, but I am still super focused on it, and it's still something that I have a big passion for, is clothing. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming. It's just going to take a little bit longer, but sometimes that's okay, you know, focus on the other things when you can, and when it's time to go all in on EF, you know, then I'll go all in on it. Lexi Logic, what are you looking for in a girl? To not be a bitch. No. I guess attributes that I look for in a girl are big personalities. Like, if I look, I think I've said this before, like if I look at a girl's Instagram and in the past like 10 photos, she's not smiling, she's just like, you know, like that doesn't do it for me. I like girls with big smiles. I like girls that I can tell from like photos, that I can tell from like just creeping on a girl's Instagram if she's gonna be like a fun time, right? I want someone who's gonna like be adventurous with me. I want someone who's gonna have like a really good sense of humor, can handle my sarcasm, can take jokes, can joke with me, and it's just like a fun time to be around. I assume that's what everyone would look for, but you know, sometimes you see people and you're like, she sucks, you know? Anyway, I guess physical attributes I look for: big smiles, nice oral hygiene. I like a big, nice smile, white teeth. You know, it's like use Crest White Strips. Girls, guys, everyone, you know, have white teeth. Have white teeth. Have white teeth. Brush your teeth. Use Crest White Strips. Everyone have white teeth. Just have white teeth. You know, is that so hard to say? Dylan Owens, is Sour Strips growing or even to the point that it's bigger than Everforward? Sour Strips has blown up quicker than I imagined, and Sour Strips has a lot more potential to grow into something that is like significantly beyond me than Everforward. Sour Strips has a huge potential, and Everforward, like it like gets a little bit outside of me, but like Sour Strips is something that I would say there's a solid 25 to 30% of people that eat Sour Strips right now that have no idea who I am. Probably even more than that. Probably even close to like 40%. It's just like, and that's cool. It's like it's a brand that it's surviving on its own without me needing to be the face of it. And we're trying some new things with EF, so I'm kind of a little bit distant from it, but that's kind of like my baby. But yes, Sour Strips, it's very quickly. It took us 3 or 4 years for Everforward to reach over $1 million in revenue. That was 2 years ago. So 2 years ago and last year was well over, well, the first year was barely over in the seven figures, and then we broke well over $1 million, close to $2 million last year with Everforward, so that's amazing. And Sour Strips, it took 6 months to break $1 million in revenue, which is, that's a lot of candy. That is so much candy. And it's cool because then I know that everyone's really, really liking it. I know it has a lot of potential. So does Sour Strips have the potential to outgrow Everforward? Yes. It's a beast. Like, it's just a beast, and it's really, really cool. George Antonosov, I don't know how to say people's names. Is getting married at 18 a bad idea? Getting married's a bad idea. No, that's very, very young. I have a weird opinion on stuff like this because I don't know if cynical is the word I'm looking for, but when I see people, and I hope no one's like watching this that is like this, but like when I see people that have been dating since they were like 15 and now they're like 20 and they're still dating, I'm just like, how do I word this? If you start dating someone super young, when you're 15 to like 18, or you start dating when you're like 16 and you're like 20, the realistic chances of you being together for the rest of your life is very low, in my opinion. People need to experience the world. I'm not saying girls need to just like, I'm not saying every girl is just like, I want to experience other, cucumbers and, guys. And I was like, I just want to bang a bunch of chicks. It's just like, it's not realistic that you're going to be with someone from when you're like 15 or like 17 until you're like 80. Does it happen? Yes. Is it beautiful and amazing when it does? Yes. But sometimes I've had friends where their parents were high school sweethearts. They met when they were 17 and they're like 30 and then they like get divorced. And I'm just like, oh my God, like what an entire time. Like, I don't use the word waste of time, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's my like cynicism. I'm cynical. I don't know. I think 18 is too young to marry someone because you have not experienced the world enough, and you're asking for it to end badly. Max, you just think, what if some people are in love? That's great. I'm just saying, realistic. When these people come back to me when they're divorced and they're like, oh my God, Max, you were right. I'm sorry for disliking that video. That's what I'm going to say. Are you still 100% committed to EF now that Sour Strips has taken off? Similar to what I said before, my focus on EF is a little bit less at the moment because there's just like, it's hard for me to plan as many things because with all these delays. But that is why I went to Canada and I'm having a new design company and everything focused on that. It's truly hard to, you cannot put 100% into multiple things, right? Because that is more than 100%, and I cannot put the same energy into two companies equally because I have other things also that I'm trying to do. Like I can't, EF can no longer take 100% of my efforts. Sour Strips cannot take 100% efforts. You have to divvy percentages into each of these avenues. And I'm trying to still find that that balance between everything. And I'm kind of like happy in a somewhat of a sense that EF is in like a time where it's like very slow because of all these delays, that now I can put a lot more focus on Sour Strips in the initial time period. And then when EF starts picking back up and I need to put more time into that, Sour Strips is like this well-oiled machine at that point, and it doesn't need as much of my attention. It still needs a lot, but like right now, I'm like more focused on Sour Strips because EF is allowing that because of the downness of it. But when it's time, I'm gonna have to bring that back up, and then I'll have to adjust Sour Strips. It's possible to focus on multiple things, but it's like, look at Christian with 3D, right? He has business partners for 3D. Can you imagine the effort that Christian puts in with Alphalete? Like if he had to put any energy into like the business, like the back end stuff that I do everything for Sour Strips, like if he had to do that for 3D, there's no way he could do that. So he's fortunate enough with 3D that he can just kind of market it and do less of the behind the scenes business because he wouldn't be able to put that energy into it. So it's like, whether I hire someone or what I'm trying to say is you can't put 100% into like multiple businesses because you can't, because it's more than 100%, Jovan, do you have mentors that you look up to for business? No. My friends inspire me, like people like Christian, like Heidi, like Shawley, a lot of my friends, but it's cool seeing people so successful, especially people that are more successful than you. It inspires me to work harder, but I don't have any like mentors. And I think I have a weird skewed vision at the whole like business, like, I don't know if it's business coaching, but like I have a mentor and he tells me how to run my business, and then his mentor teaches him, and I'm just like, who teaches the top guy, right? In my opinion, like, you don't see me asking how to start a company. You don't see, I just do things. I don't ask someone how to do something. I just do it. I just go after it. I think the people that are really successful didn't get to the levels that they're at by having someone having like a like a tit to suck on the entire time to like motivate them to do business, right? Like I don't need a mentor, I don't need a coach to tell me to like work hard, try multiple marketing strategies. I'm like, all the information that any mentor would be telling you is on the fucking internet, guys. Like, do not pay someone to like, God, everything is on the internet. Why do people pay money for people to tell you to like believe in yourself? I don't understand. Okay, anyway, it's on the internet, guys. Anything you need to learn is on the internet. You need motivation? It's on the internet. Any new sour strips flavors coming out? Corey, yes. We're always working on stuff. I get asked a ton. They're like, are you gonna come out with any other types of candy? And I'm like, we just started like 8 months ago, you know? I'll come out with like the apple brand new flavor. It's like, what's the next flavor? I'm like, we just came out with this one. I will say that we are going to have a limited edition flavor in the summer, probably July or August, and it is going to be an online exclusive. You are only gonna be able to get it on Sour Strips. I'm not selling it to the gym. I'm not selling it on to any of the dealers. You can only get it. We're only gonna do it once for the rest of the year. We might bring it back next year, but this isn't like we're gonna do it and we're actually gonna keep it around. Like I'm only ordering enough for this candy to last us for like, you know, a month, like, and then the flavor's gone. So July or August, limited edition flavor. It's gonna be cool. 2 more questions. I don't know how long this is. That's what she said. No, she didn't. Corey Beck. Any new flavor? No, I already asked that. I already answered that. Shanu Baskaran. Shanu Baskaran. I don't know. Have you ever been stressed out by debt? And if you have, how do you deal with it? I have never been in debt. I've made videos before saying that I don't come from money, and I didn't grow up with money. You know, I didn't grow up with money. I've been working since I was 15 years old. I started at Chick-fil-A actually, and now I eat it every day. That was like my first job was Chick-fil-A. I eventually started working at a pharmacy when I was like 16, I guess, and I worked from there from 16 until I was like 22. I've been working ever since I was 16 years old. I felt been good with my finances to the point where, you know, yes, there was a long time ago when I was in college, I obviously was not making that much money, but I still budgeted my money. I just adjusted my lifestyle, and I think that I managed my finances pretty well to the point where like I don't let myself go into debt because I don't buy things that I can't afford. I don't buy things that are going to put me into debt. Obviously, if some big life incident happens, you get hurt, your family member gets hurt, your family needs help. You know, there's a million different things that could happen that you can't anticipate. But, you know, I'm assuming nothing bad is going to happen to you. A lot of times people put themselves into debt because they want to show people that they're successful. They want to show people that they're living some lavish lifestyle, and you just can't afford it. And that's how you get screwed, and then you have to keep up with this lavish lifestyle. So, yeah, don't buy things you can't afford. What? That's why when people, I'm like, I tell everyone to get credit cards because, you know, cash back. Like I'm like, you're dumb if you're using a debit card. And all the people that are like, I don't want to get a credit card because then I would just like buy a bunch of things. You know, like I don't want credit card debt. I'm like, just don't buy anything that you can't afford. And they're like, no, I can't do that. If I had a credit card, I'd just be buying shit. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, I just don't put yourself into debt and then you won't have debt. There's school, medical, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically saying don't live outside your means, and I've never done that. So I have never struggled with finances because I'm smart. I don't know. And the final question, which kind of goes to the last one, somewhat, because it's with money. Harley, do you feel satisfied with what you've achieved so far? And I say this goes with money because I am very, very satisfied with business and everything. But I guess what I'm looking for right now is to create something that's like more than me, right? Like I enjoy creating businesses that people get enjoyment out of experiencing it, right? So with the clothing they love the way they look and feel in the clothing. With the candy, they love the way they can, like, they love the experience of eating the candy, and it's fun. And I see like parents with like their kids eating, and the kids are loving it. It's like making everyone happy, and like that's what's super fulfilling to me. I'm lucky enough, similar to the debt thing, that I don't really stop looking your foot, dude. Right now, I don't like chase after money because like I have my finances in order, so more money is not going to make me happier. I can do anything that I'd want to do, so more money does not make me happier. Fulfillment is what makes me happier. So seeing other people happy, helping other people, creating businesses or services or content that brings happiness into other people's lives. So I'm very, very satisfied with what I've achieved, but there's a lot more I want to do, and it's just scaling up these things. And luckily, with the success that I've had up to this point, now I'm financially able to do more things because I don't have to worry about finances holding me back from starting and doing these things to achieve more in life. So I don't know, I feel like this Q&A was kind of rushed. I was banging through the questions, but that's going to be the video. That's going to be the house update. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you could smash the thumbs up button, that'd be super cool. And yeah, no house. We got no home, dude. He's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care, Dad. All right, say bye, buddy. Say bye. I love you. I love you.